guys, so welcome dito sa ating YouTube channel. Ito yung lesson 24 ng ating algebra. So ito yung ratio and proportion. So for ratio, the ratio of a quantity x to another quantity y is defined as the quotient of x and y. So in notation or in symbol, this is x over y, or simply x is to y. Okay, that is the ratio. So pag nakita mo yung x is to y, so that ang basa niyan x is to y, so yun yung basa dyan. So similar lang siya sa parang fraction, that is x over y. Okay, next is ratio is the comparison of two quantities which in general are expressed in the same units. So meaning kung yung x is in terms of centimeter, dapat yung y in terms of centimeter din. Hindi pwede yung usually basta ganun na, hindi pwede yung kunyari 3 to 4 ganito, dapat syempre may same unit sila lagi. Okay, so let's have example para dito, since medyo bibilisan ko rin din siya. So example, so divide 98 into two parts which have the ratio 2:5. Okay, so again, i-divide daw natin yung 98 into two parts which have the ratio 2:5. So dapat after nyan, so ang goal natin, hindi natin siya gagawin fraction, literal. I-divide daw natin to into two parts. So yung unang part, so mamaya malalaman nyo bakit 2:5. Yung unang part, ililet ko na let x be the number. Okay, so that is 2x plus, kasi 2 parts, plus 5x is equal to 98. Okay, note that 7x is equal to 98. Ngayon, nagtataka ka, sir, bakit naging 2x plus 5x? Ang gagawin ko nga kasi, i-add ko muna sila dala. So, ginawa ko siya 2x over 5x, parang ganun. So, hindi ko talaga alam anong totoong quantity niya. So, that is 2x plus 5x is equal to 98. So, that is 2x, that is 7x over 7x is equal to 98. So, 98 divided by 7, that is 14. So, meaning, x is equal to 14. Pero, since pinapa-divide into two parts in which have the ratio 2:5, so yung 2:5 natin, that is 2 times 14, so this is 28. Yung 5 times 14, that is simply, so 5 times 14, that is 70. Okay, so tama naman na yung ratio na yung two parts na is 28 and 70. So therefore, ito yung ating sagot. Ito yung dalawang part niya. Two parts. Yung two parts na ang sum is 98. So, na-divide ko siya. Tapos yung ratio niyan, 28 over 7 or 28 is to 7. Pag sinimplify mo, 2:5. Tama lang. Okay, so next is two belted pulleys A and B are 5 inches and 10 inches in diameter respectively. What is the ratio of their angular rotation? So, magre-refer tayo sa angular rotation. Check ko yung ating value na. Okay, so sabi na what is the ratio? So yung diameter daw is 10:2. So yung angular rotation, so naalala nyo, ang angular rotation natin is omega. So let's say na yung omega sub A, okay, then yung omega sub B, may dalawa. Okay, so ang gagawin na natin, yung angular rotation ng A over angular rotation ng B, ito yung ratio nila, equal to sa circumference ng B over sa circumference ng A. So ito rotation una, yung pag-ikot. Ngayon, since ikot yung usapan, kunin naman natin yung side nung circle, which is yung ating circumference. Ngayon, after nun, syempre, equivalent din to sa diameter. So diameter nung A, sorry, this is A, this is B. Okay, so diameter ng A over diameter ng B. Okay, so kung gusto mo makuha yung ratio ng their angular rotation, ano lang siya? So that is simply the ratio of angular rotation is equal sa diameter of A over diameter of B, which is equal sa 10 over 5, which is equal sa 2 lang, or 2 over 1. So ano yung ratio? Ang ratio ng angular rotation to B is equal sa 2:1. So, ayan yung naging ratio. So, ulit na paano nangyari to. Yung angle rotation, nagre-refer sa angle. So, equivalent lang siya, technically, or in terms of pag-ikot. After ng ikot na yun, equivalent siya sa ikot ng circumference. Siyempre, sa circumference, gumagamit naman ng diameter na equivalent din doon. So, kaya ginamit ko yung kanyang relation. Okay, so, proceed tayo sa next example. Okay, so, next is about proportion. So, after pala ng ratio is proportion agad. So, again, ratio is nagre-refer lang sa parang yung kanyang relationship ng dalawa. So, next is a proportion is a statement of equality of two ratios. So, meaning, pag in-equate ko yung dalawang ratio, ang tawag sa kanila is proportion. So, thus, if A over B is equal to K and C over D is equal to K, then A over B is equal to C over D. Or, in terms of ratio, that is A is to B is equal to C is to D. Okay, so yan yung ibig sabihin ng ating proportion. So, whereas the quantities B and C, so meaning yung gitna, are the means. So, yung gitna na yan means the quantities A and D are the extreme, yung outer. So, for example, meron akong 2:1 is equal to 10:5. Okay, ito yung ating means. Okay, ito yung ating extreme. Okay, so huwag kalimutan. Yan, yan. If the equation is cleared of fraction, then the proportion is reduced to AD is equal to BC. Tama naman yun. So, cross multiply natin yan, that is AD is equal to BC. Okay, so ayan yung pinaka possible solution niya. Yan, the mean proportional between two quantities is equal to the square root of their product. So, the mean proportional between two quantities is equal to the square root of their mean proportional. So, kung may dalawang quantity, kunin ko lang yung square root nilang dalawa. So, paano ba yun? So, that is simply, for example, meron akong B. That is B is equal to square root ng AC. So, whenever meron kang A, B, and C. So, para makuha ko yung B, yung mean proportional, that is simply square root ng A times C. Okay, so, gagamitin natin someday. Okay, so, next is example. So, again yun yung ating proportion. So, example, solve for x in 2:x is equal to x is to 8. So, paano gagawin dyan? Siyempre, una, gawin mo siyang in terms of fraction. So, 2:x is equal sa 2 over x is equal sa x over 8. Next, cross multiply, that is 2 times 8, which is 16, equals sa x squared. Okay, next, after natin yan, syempre kunin natin square root. Pag kinuha natin square root, syempre kunin natin positive lang. So, that is x is equal to square root of 16, which is x is equal to positive 4. Okay, so therefore, ayun yung kanilang value sa gitna. So, ayun yung value ng ating x. Next, a man 5 feet tall casts a shadow of 6 feet. If the shadow of a nearby tree was measured 24 feet, compute the height of the tree. So, paano ba yun? So, let natin muna. So, let x be the height. Be the height of the tree. Okay, so anong klaseng ratio nito? Ang ratio nito, yung magiging dalawang proportion natin is yung man. So, unang is 5:6. Okay, kasi yung ratio ng height ng man sa shadow niya. Okay, then sunod, this is equal sa height ng tree. So, this is height ng tree. Then, yung shadow na na-measure. So, if the shadow measure is 24 feet, that is x is to 24. Okay, next is syempre gawin natin fraction, that is 5 over 6 is equal to x over 24. Next, cross multiply. 5 times 24 is 120. Tama, that is 120 is equal to 6x. Then 120 divided by 6, that is x is equal to 120 divided by 6. X is equal to, I think, 20. So, 20 feet. Huwag kalimutan yun. Okay, next is the transformation of proportion. So, ito, napaka-importante na ito, magagamit natin. Okay, so, tanggalin ka lang ito. Okay, so, transformation of proportion. Ito yung basic proportion natin, yung A is to B. So, naging ano ko lang. That is A is to B or A over B. Unang transformation is by alternation. So, ano nangyari by alternation? Yung A to C natin, so, A is to B, isip ko lang. Kulang nga ito, sorry. Ito ay A is to B. A is to B is equal to C is to D. Purahin lang ni sir to. Okay, or A over B is equal to C over D. Okay, so ngayon observe natin. Una, yung transformation ng proportion na to is alternation. Una, by alternation, ano nangyari? Nagpalit yung means. No? So, from A is to B is equal to C is to D, nagpalit lang, naging A to C, A is to C is equal to A is to C is equal to B is to D. Yun yung alternation. So, yung means yung pinalitan. By inversion, ano sunod? By inversion, ano nangyari by inversion? By inversion, nag-reverse. Yung A is to B naging B is to A, yung C is to D naging D is to C. Yun naman si inversion. Okay, next. By composition, ano nangyari? Yung A is to B naging A plus B is to B. So, nag-add tong dalawa. Nag-add yung numerator sa denominator over denominator. Ganun din sa kabila. Nag-add yung numerator plus denominator over denominator pa rin. Next is division. Magsusubtract naman yung numerator sa denominator over denominator pa rin. Then numerator minus denominator over denominator pa rin. Then lastly, by composition and division. So, kung ma-add ko sa taas yung numerator and denominator, then isusubtract ko sa ilalim. Similar dun sa kabila. So, tandaan tong mga transformation of proportion. Ayan. So, napaka-useful kasi nito. Okay. So, para tuloy-tuloy na rin, let's have example para dyan at magamit din natin. So, lagay ko na lang dito. So, sabi, if x over y is equal to 10 over 11, then what is the value of x plus y over x minus y? So, kung napansin mo, ano nangyari? Yung x plus y over x minus y, di ba x over y siya? Ang nangyari, nag-add ako ng y, tapos nag-subtract ako ng y. So, lumalabas na siya ay composition and division. Nag-add ako, then nag-subtract. Okay, so ano mangyayari? So, if nag-i-start tayo sa x plus y, tama, dito tayo mag-i-start. So, x plus y is equal to 10 over 11. So, by composition and division, so ano mangyari? That is x plus y. So magiging, ito ay magre-result into x plus y over x minus y equal sa 10 plus 11 over 10 minus 11. Kasi kung ano nangyari sa left side, ganoon din mangyari sa right side. So therefore, x plus y over x minus y is simply equal sa 21 over negative 1 is negative 21. So, ito yung value ng ating x plus y. Okay, so napakadali niya. Next is for number 2. Check natin. So, ano bang gagawin sa number 2? If x squared plus 5x plus 3 over x squared minus 6x plus 2 is equal to 1 half, then what is the value of 11x plus 1 over x squared minus 6x plus 2? Okay, so kung napansin mo, ano bang nangyari? Sir, ang laki na nito, hanapin ko pa buo yung value. Ang gagawin natin, I think, si division. Okay, bakit division? Tingnan nyo ang nangyari kasi dito, nawala ni x squared. So, parehas kasi silang x squared. So, pag nag-minus ako, automatic mawawala yung x squared. So, obviously, ito ay by division. So, subtract ko lang tong part na to, numerator sa denominator, then over denominator. Kasi yun pa rin yung denominator eh. Okay, so proceed tayo dito. If meron akong x squared plus 5x plus 3 over x squared minus 6x plus 2, which is equal sa 1 half. Okay, then by division, ano mangyayari? By division, that is simply equal sa x squared plus 5x plus 3 minus x squared minus 6x plus 2. all over x squared minus 6x plus 2, which is equal sa 1 minus 2 over 2. Okay, then simplify natin further to. This is simply cancel yung x squared. That is 5x minus negative 6, that is 11x. So that is 11x. 3 minus 2, that is 1. Okay, all over x squared minus 6x plus 2, which is equal sa negative 1 over 2. So therefore, the value of 11x plus 1 over x squared minus 6x plus 2 is equal to negative 1 half. Okay, so ganun lang kadali si ratio and proportion. So tandaan na, huwag kalimutan tong mga transformation of proportion kasi ito naman talaga importante. So para siyang property, to be honest. Okay, so that's all. Thank you. So hoping na nanonood pa kayo. So next video is all about variation.